the scientific team leader of this expedition. Owen Garriott and Jim Lovell are team members of the expedition. They're now friends and colleagues, and so, you know, it's not, we can chat about anything we want to chat about. And we're just sitting there chatting, and I decided, you know, this would be an excellent time to find out what the real story is. And so I just came out and said, oh, and I'm curious, you know, during Skylab, when you photographed those red lights out the boardroom window, I said, did anyone ever come to a conclusion as to what the nature of that situation was? And Owen instantly became very angry. I mean, it was like I had insulted his wife or daughter. And he looked at me and very curtly said, don't ever ask me anything about that again. And it was very obvious to me that he was not willing to talk about these pictures that are in this book. And I never mentioned to him that I had seen the pictures in the book. At that point in time, I decided, whoa, something's going on here. And what I believe is the situation is that whatever happened, they classified it, and Owen knows it's classified. I have never been told it's classified. I'm guessing it probably is, but I would never, the information that I was given, I was never told was classified, and here it is published in a book. So, you know, it can't be, if it is secret, somebody should have told the people at JSC not to give out the photographs. But I suspect that they figured out why it should be classified after all of this happened. Now, I have no idea what they photographed. I don't really, in that day and time, you wouldn't have had other vehicles shining lasers in the window, and even there doesn't make any sense, because if you're shining a laser onto a spacecraft to keep it where it's hitting the window for a time period more than a couple of seconds would require a good telescope and a tracking system to keep it pointed at that particular thing, and to be able to do that while it goes clear across the continent of Africa makes no sense at all. So I think whatever they photographed was in orbit with the vehicle for a period of time, and that's the problem. How do you get in orbit and then get out of orbit? That doesn't make any sense. That requires an enormous amount of energy. So, you know, I can't explain it by saying maybe they photographed a Russian satellite or a classified American spy satellite. I can't figure out what could have possibly been an explanation for what they saw, but I know it happened, and I also know that something very strange about it, because Owen and friends of mine have also told me that they've mentioned this to Owen. Pete Ferreri said he mentioned it to Owen, and Owen, oh, Richard Hoover's always making up stories. Don't pay any attention to that. So I have no idea what all happened there, but it was a very, very bizarre situation, and I would very much like to know if anyone ever releases information about what happened to me. That's one of the most dramatic mysteries of the whole space program.